Hello everybody, my name is Oxy and today I'm filming the episode number 9 of How I Lost My Mother. Today we have a script and hopefully it's gonna help, and I'm gonna speak from my heart because that's the main idea. And for those of you who didn't watch previous episodes, I explained the whole story of how my mom got a cancer, how we found out, the first internal bleeding, the second, the third one, hospitalization, and the day she passed away. So in last episodes, I'm trying to figure out everything and just make it all together for you, for better understanding, for tips, to just explain how I feel and that certain emotions is fine. So let us start with the trigger warning. I know this is not the typical content for the YouTube and in general for social media, and that's kind of a reason why I decided to make this series, because when I was going through loss, I couldn't find any content to understand if different things are fine or something's wrong with me. And because it's the reason, hopefully it's gonna help someone else. And the trigger warning exists to protect you if a person you loved passed away in the not long time ago. I will not recommend to watch this video right now and just save it for later, because it can bring all of the emotions back. And also a piece of information is that all of the comments are not available. The comment section is not available under this video because this is how I'm protecting myself. But for those of you who want to share the story or give me any type of feedback, I leave the email in the description box so you can reach me out, and let us start with the video. As you know, 18th of January 2024, my mom passed away. And I explained everything in the previous episodes. And now I'm just gonna share what happened after her death. Everyone has birthdays, right? And having your birthday without a person that brought you into this world is kind of insane. I was 21 at the moment. I was turning 21. Like, I was 20 when everything happened and I was turning 21. And maybe that's the circumstances I had. But the thing is that I was all alone on my birthday. All of my friends, they wasn't here in Dubai, I mean. My friend, I want to say my best friend, but I don't know if I can call it that way, went to another country. And another best friend, we all have close dates for birthdays, so she was just enjoying her birthday. Like, I respect that, it's fine, but I was all alone on my birthday, the first birthday without my mother, and I was angry with the whole world, with all of the people in this world, because no one paid attention to how I feel, and no one did take extra care of me. And that might sound narcissistic, but for a person who feel not fine with asking for help, that's how it is. And I'm sharing here my experience, so don't mind it. Because I found it really ridiculous. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, even my sister, I understand everything. Like, she has her own things going on, but like, she doesn't need visa to come to Dubai, and I need visa to come to Europe, and I would just come for a few days, you know? because you basically just paying for tickets and you staying at my place. But I was by myself, and that's it, without my mom, and it was painful. It was cutting so fucking deep, I can't even explain. And I don't know if it is the same for everybody, but that how my first birthday without my mom went. Another topic to discuss is emotions. And just recently I started to feel like myself and started to have the emotions that I wanna have and show to people instead of faking it everything. For the first year, for the first few months, I was like, I have to act normal, because I had uni, and since the professor took me out from the class to talk to me and saying that I'm disturbing the class by not having a happy face or something, I was like, what the hell? And I felt like, I have to show people that I'm happy. I have to show people that, blah, blah, blah. But it's not even about this. It's more that you're basically empty. Like, nothing is there. Like, nothing is in your heart. Nothing is in your soul. You're on the bottom of emotions, energy, and everything. And if you still, that's how I think, if you still want to save friendship, if you still want to save connections that you have, you can't be this rested beach face person 24/7. And that's why I had to show emotions, because I had one episode where something happened and I was left alone, because I was like, okay, maybe she needed a fun friend and I'm not a fun friend anymore. And I was scared to lose these connections. That's why I felt like I have to fake it. And that's terrible. Like, I'm hearing myself right now and I was like, girl, you could just be in your apartment without leaving your apartment and just see if someone is there for you. I don't know. But at the same time, I understand that it's really hard to handle, because I'm putting myself in the position of me having a friend who's going through the same thing. Of course, I would be there for this person, but at the same time, because you can't help anyhow, like my scenario of help would be taking this person out all the time, just being unsocial, just trying to not seeing the world, but be somewhere out there and not all the time in your apartment with memories or something. And I would be there for this person, and if that person would just sit like this, I would just try to talk, making the safe space for him to share, and maybe that would help him to release this emotions, pain, anger, grief, regrets, and everything. And maybe, but at the same time, if you do it on a regular basis for a long time and nothing changes, it's really hard to handle. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't in this situation, never before, and I was just going with how I felt and my way of thinking. That's why I thought that I had to act. But this is not a recommendation. If I would know another way, I would do differently. But that's just how I decided to deal with that. Continue talking about that. No one will understand you. And no one is able to understand you. What I mean by that is that maybe a person also went through loss, like parents' loss, right? But it could be a car crash, for example, not a cancer. And cancer comes with seeing your parent slowly dying, and it's something different. And having your parent dying in a car accident or something like this, it's also very like mind-blowing because you couldn't predict it, right? And it's different experience, and that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that something is worse, something is better. No, I'm just trying to say that both of the situations, they are heartbroken and it's hard to go through. And that's the reason why this person will never understand this person, and this person will never understand that person. And even people who didn't go through this, they can't even think how bad are you feeling, because your whole world is becoming twisted. You basically, like, I can't say that your parents are a part of you till a certain amount of time, but they kind of are, because like how you build is your mom built you in her belly, you know, and now you're all alone and you have to stand up on your own feet. So that's really hard to even explain how you feel, and that's the reason why no one can understand. And again, that also hurts when people can't understand. There are a few people who is trying to understand, who is trying to reach out and asking for a conversation, like, can you please explain how you feel so I can know better how can I help you or something. These people are brilliant, but there are people who are fucked in their head. That's only way how I can say that, because I already mentioned that I didn't know, and I still don't know if that's the information I should share about my life, that my mom died. And every time I'm having this dilemma in my mind, if I meet a new person, colleague, whatever, because it has a lot of influence on your life, even day-to-day life, but whatever. And I had this colleague, and we were having the conversation, and he was trying to make me happy, make me laugh, something, but I just wasn't in the mood. And at the time it was like 3 months as my mom died, and I was like really, I respect your efforts, but I'm just not in the mood. And then later on we had the conversation, and I said, like, my mom died, that's why I can't be happy, I can't like feel something, anything, blah blah blah. Like, if I'm looking like this, just, I'm not saying don't talk to me, I'm just saying, like, I can't be as you expect me to be. I think that's the correct form of explaining. And this person, you know what he started to say? Actually, I know, I've been in your shoes. My dad left me when I was a kid. Bro, shoot me in the head. Kill me. Bro, what the hell are you talking about? Like, my parents are divorced. I know how it feels. And I was just, bro, are you fucking ridiculous? I was looking at him dead in his eyes. I was like, is he fucking with me? Like, what's wrong with this person? Like, I was just like, is he sick in his head? Like, he was... It's not even about like trying to compare the pain. It's not about that. It's just, it was just so random, because he started to protect himself somehow, but I wasn't aggressive or something. I was not trying to hurt him or anything. I was just saying what was in my head, you know? And he was like, you know what? I know how you feel. You don't. Shut up, you don't. Bro, go fuck yourself. Like, excuse-moi, pardon, the fuck? Get lost, I swear. That's, no. At any circumstance, don't be fucked in your head to think that you somehow can be related to the same pain or whatever, because that's just facts. And I can talk a lot about this because, yeah, okay, we will come back to this later. I can't say that I had a headache, but it felt like I had a headache, constant headache, just because you understand that life goes on and you're not going on. You know what I mean? And I'm still in my 20s, but like, people are graduating, people are started to date, people are having babies, people something, and you are in your grief, you are in your pain, and you are not able to do a thing. And I already, without the situation with my mother, I was feeling like I'm running out of time because of the influence of social media, that yeah, I'm not a billionaire or something. But I had this idea that I'm running out of time. And when you constantly in your bed and you don't have energy, you have nothing inside of you with what you would get up from your bed and start doing something. And that idea was like, bro, why the whole world can't just pause for a second for me to kind of relax and give this time to go through this pain? Because everyone knows that there is a certain stages of going through grief and through loss, like admitting, I don't know how they say it in English, but hopefully you understand. I was trying to keep up with life. I was still going to uni. Only later I quit my uni. And this understanding that nobody is gonna be waiting for you, the first thing. And the second thing, that it's kind of an age where all the opportunities are coming. And what I mean by that, like, I don't know, everything I said earlier, about people started to date, people started to get a job, anything, I just couldn't make it. I was trying to have a job, and I had a job, and I was like, it was a remote job, so I had to work from home. Even that I couldn't do, even that I couldn't make. And especially with creative industries like filmmaking, this age is the time where people are going to internships, and I wasn't even interested in searching for one. And at some point you're offended, if I can say it like this, because it's not like being offended, but I was so angry. I already said that I was angry with the whole world, because I couldn't understand why my mom was taken, and some people are having their grandparents when they already have kids, and they have this time when they're going with their parents throughout the whole life. Like, their parents saw a girl getting pregnant, getting birth, having to meet a boyfriend, the marriage, wedding, everything, and I was left without it. My God, like, if I'll start that, and I was angry that my mom like was taken. Really, it's so bad to talk like this, like why some parents are living forever, and my mom died at this early age. It's so bad to think like this, but that's my thoughts. And I think that a person who's going through loss of a parent at such age, they also have these thoughts, because that's just not fair. And this idea of that it's not fucking fair stays with you forever. Like, I swear, maybe one day I will get rid of this idea that everything in this life is not fair, but for now I'm thinking like this because I believe in karma, right? But still, that's not fair. That's not fucking fair when you see... Okay, I'm not gonna continue that, or I'm gonna get hate. But hopefully you understand what I mean. Let's talk about denying everything. And this is also one of the stages, right? In the episode number 8, I said that I had terrible problem with sleep, and I still kind of do till today. But the thing is, I had nightmares, And nightmares are... I had only one scenario of nightmares, and this nightmares was that my mom is taken away. Like someone just physically takes her and getting her in the car, and they're driving to another city, or she's walking and she got kidnapped or something. That was scenarios of my nightmares, because I have the the understanding of these dreams, because I didn't see her passing away, and maybe that's the reason why my brain that saw my mom only in a coffin, where she didn't look like herself. I only had picture, and like that's... It's not ridiculous, but like it's hard to understand that this person on the picture and the person in the coffin, it's the same person. And that's how my brain was trying to sort this all out, giving me the idea that no, like my mom that I remember for 20 years, like her shape and everything is somewhere there, and that's someone else who died, who was in a coffin. And you waking up, you just like, and you wake up with understanding that it's fucking lie and your mom died, and you're going through this again and again. And unfortunately there is no fucking pill for nightmares or sleep. We will talk about this later as well. And what comes with it is that I couldn't let her go. Everyone was telling me that, with the time, of course, that it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to let her go. It's time for you to understand that she is there and not here anymore. And I was like, yeah, I did, bro. I did. Like, I understand she's not here, but understanding doesn't equal letting the person go. And maybe at some point I feel like I let her go because feelings that I have right now, they are not same as they were like a year ago, approximately. I have zero understanding how I did let her go. It feels like with the time and you finding out more information about your mother's life after she died from different people, you kind of build this picture, and maybe you understand that maybe it was better for her. And like my solution for that, like my way of letting go, one day I feel like I just realized that she is there and she is in that outlook, in that shape, how I remember her. Like, she's not that person who had cancer for the last 2 years. She is there like I remember her. Like, she is there in a way of... I'm not saying that the idea that she is not suffering anymore helped me, because when a person dies, I believe that sufferers are also going away. Just when you see a person for the last 2 years in a certain condition, I started to remember my mom and think of her in the shape and condition before everything. And maybe I see her up in the sky looking like my mother, like she was before. And maybe that will help me. And also, I think everyone telling you that time heals. Time doesn't heal. time doesn't heal anything. That's what I can tell you for sure. What time does is that time is giving you distance from the pain situation that happened, and that's your decision if you want to do anything with this distance. Either is going to therapist, either going into alcohol, either just being in the grief and giving yourself time. But time itself doesn't heal anything. I forgot what I wanted to say with that idea. I feel like another topic that also must be touched in here is, I don't know if that's the same in English-speaking communities, but that's how everything usually being said in Russia, that people do feel that the person who passed away, they can feel him somehow. Like they can feel that he stands behind them, or that he is near, that this person that passed away, he is watching TV with them. Like they somehow understand that he is next to them, you know? They just can feel, okay? And I didn't feel anything. And that was killing me also. I was sitting in a balcony in an old apartment, and I was hating myself for not feeling anything, for not having the ability of feeling her somehow, energetically, physically, anyhow. I remember what I wanted to say with the time. The idea that I wanted to say with the time is that maybe the reason why I kind of let her go is because with the time, maybe that will sound ridiculous. Maybe with that time, she just went through this process of getting in heaven, and now she's in heaven. Maybe that, I'm not religious or anything, but I think that maybe there is a huge line to heaven, and they are making a decision about the soul, if the soul is going back to earth to go through all of that chaos again and again and again, or this soul just should be chilling and vibing up in the sky. And I feel like maybe with that time, that decision was made, and now she is chilling and just being happy watching us. Coming back to the topic about feeling somehow energetically, what I wanted to say, I didn't feel anything throughout this whole time till one day. I'm not saying that all of that is true. It's you deciding in what you believe in. Okay? I do believe that the soul, the energy of a person, something, things that we can't understand and explain, they do exist. We just didn't find a way to understand them. You get me. Okay? So one day, I just moved in this apartment and it was unfurnished, and I was waiting for furniture, and when everyone came, they set up everything, they left. And I put this table in front of the window, and when I was putting them in there, I saw butterflies. One butterfly, and the smaller one, she just came later. And the thing is, a few days before that situation, I heard somewhere, I can't remember where I heard that if a butterfly comes to you, it means that a person from there is trying to reach out to you. And I was like, and it was like a relieved smile, I can't make a relieved smile right now, but yeah, you understand what I mean. And also with the time, other things were happening. I can't say that I started to feel her or anything like that, no. I was just saying that some of the signs are coming, I'm explaining them this way. In the end of the day, you choose into what you do believe. Slightly, we talked about that, but we didn't go deeper into the aggression and unfairness and everything that comes with shared experience. When everything happened, I was just crying and have all of the mental breakdowns because I felt like, oh, I didn't say something, or my mom might be angry with me for something, blah, blah, blah. And with the time right now, like sometimes I have mental breakdowns, tears, whatever, when the understanding hits you that she will not be at my wedding, that she will not be there when I start to pull the baby out, that she will not meet my husband. Like, I believe that she will see him from the sky, but she will not, like, be involved, like, you know. And it's just something that stays with you, and you can't do anything with that because it is how it is. And it's your choice to be angry or not angry. I'm still angry, but I'm not as angry as I was. I have 2 last things to talk about. I've been doing good with the script today. It helped me. So the first thing is that, talking from my experience, a lot of people are, I know the stories, right? That after people are going through similar experience, they might think about suicide or something. And a few people are making this decision to leave this world. I also had these thoughts, I'm not gonna lie. And when I was talking to a therapist and I shared that with therapists, he asked me one question. And this question, I can't remember it, like the full question, how it was, but the idea was if that's your way how to start feeling the pain or something else. And I was like, I just want to leave. I just, don't get me wrong, with all of these thoughts, I want to leave, but I can't find a way of how I can fall asleep or something like this. And that's not the conversation as I understood, because he just gave me tips that really helped me. I'll talk about this in the last video. And the last topic is, with that being said, I wanted to say that it's completely normal to have these thoughts, because, well, like, it's main person in your life, or the person you loved really much, or a person who matters a lot to you, and it's fine to have these thoughts. And unfortunately or fortunately, that's your decision, if you want to leave this world with making that decision, or you want to go through and stay. I've been having this quite frequently, these thoughts, and I can't say that I've been doing good with this, but right now I feel better, and only time can show. Hopefully everything is going to be all right. And the last thing is, I feel like everyone is facing that, if their parents passing away from any type of disease, they started to go to hospital for annual checkup like this. They're doing checkups like every 2 months, 3 months, blah blah blah. When I found out my mom has a cancer, the first thing I did, I went to the hospital to do the full checkup. And it's normal, like that's just how humans are trying to protect themselves. And there is nothing you can do with that. You're just being scared for yourself, and it's completely fine. And last time I did the full body thingy was last summer, and everything was all right. And of course it leaves with you the fact that your loved person had a disease, and because you're blood related, something can be happening with you. But in the end of the day, as I said in one of the videos, I do not believe that cancer comes from bad lifestyle or something like this. So I partly do not believe in that thing. So I'm choosing to just trust myself, live by my beliefs and everything that comes with it. So of course you hysterically will try to make sure that everything is okay with you if things like this are happening. This episode turned out much longer than I thought it would turn out, but one last episode is coming, and that's gonna be last episode, the episode number 10. As I said, the comment section is not available, but I feel like a lot of people will have a lot of things to say, how they went through their own experience. So I'm gonna wait for your feedback, your stories in email. And if you also want to share tips or anything, or you want your story to be shared, you can also mention that in the email, because I feel like we can make something out of it to make this help bigger and help more people with having different stories. Yeah, I'm finishing this video right here, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hope you're well. Love you. Bye.